Bortle here with the debut episode of Who Built Your Deck? Okay guys, what this series is going to be, it's basically going to be about deck profiles and how we can all work together to create the ultimate deck. And in this case, we're going to debut Trickstars, and we're probably going to be focusing more on Trickstars because this deck is quite honestly the best deck ever. Although in this version of Trickstars, I am playing Trickstars, Orcust, and Danger Monsters. Okay guys, it's really weird build, but there's other versions of this build online. Basically, let's just jump into it right now. I did get 15th place at a regional with this, with 2 losses. I wasn't expecting to do any good at this event, but somehow I did somewhat decent. So the only Trickstar monsters are the 3 Candina and 1 Corobane. The reason why I choose the 1 Corobane is because I can actually special it if I open this card, or if I search it with, Light Stage or Candina. In other versions, I've seen people use Mandrake. I tried it out. I don't think Mandrake's the right way to go because there's going to be in some instances where you do not have a danger monster in your hand. And I played the 1 Drow Lockbird. Yes, guys, that's foreshadowing Trickstar Reincarnation because that is the most best Trickstar card in the game. And I am playing 1 copy of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. It's really iffy. Okay, this deck is very strange. And yes, I built this deck. So just comment down below of any suggestions that you have for the rest of the video. And for our final hand traps, we play 2 copies of Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. Pretty much, this card is nice because it can fix your hand. And for those instances to where you go second, you can actually do somewhat work with it. Because if you're facing Sky Striker matchup, going second, it's pretty nice because they're always going to set up with the Widow Anchor, most cases. So that's why I have the 2 copies here. We could play 3, but in this deck, I always opted to go first. I wasn't ever going second. I wanted to go first because I can just throw out, an Azathoth and pray, see what happens, Next, we have the Orcust engine. In this build, I use 3 Orcust Harp Horrors. You always want to see an Orcust monster in your hand, I believe. And we had 2 Orcust Symbol Skeletons. I've seen a lot of people that play one of each of these creatures. And Symbol's just really nice because it's a monster reborn, okay guys? There was times where, for some weird reason, I have to grind this game out, and I think 2 Symbols is correct. But again, it might be incorrect. I honestly learned this deck as I went, okay? And next we have our 2 Nightmares and the 1 World Wand. So this is those 3 cards are pretty much standard, but overall, I think I can get away with playing 1 or 2 Harp Horrors and maybe the 1 Symbol. But at the same time, I kind of want to have a, an Orcust card in my hand to at least get the engine going, just in case they stop my Nightmare Mermaid, from popping off. So let me know if this is the correct ratio. What ratio would you recommend in this weird Trickstar Danger Orcust deck? Next, we have the Danger lineup. So we are maxing up on Sneck. Danger Sneck is ridiculous. And next we have Danger Jackalope. We max it out, run 3 of each. 3 Nessies. Nessie's a really good card. It has that big booty, 2800 defense. Really nice card. And these are really cool. And our last Danger is Chupacabra. So we play 10 Dangers. Throughout the tournament, I was kind of like, man, I should have played a Mothman. And should I play 1 Mothman or should I play like 2 Mothmans? Why is Mothman nice? Because it's a level 4. I actually gotta still bring out Azathoth when I couldn't special my trap card, the trap monster card, Phantom Knight thing. So I was able to special Chupacabra and make it that way. Redo her that way. So I think Mothman might be a necessity just because it's a level 4 and you can make Black Ship of Corn easy, the combo with Summon Sorceress giving the opponent a Mothman and special summoning another Mothman from the deck and overlay to Black Ship, and that's insane stuff. Next we have the Phantom Knight package, 2 of each. I think 2 of each is really good. I was doing one of each, but again, I kept going to the grind game. And over here, you can see that you must remember that one of them can search pretty much everything, and the other one cannot. The other one cannot search Fogblade because it's, specifically says the Phantom Knights cards. So basically, you banish Cloak to get Silent Boots if you need a monster, or you can get, the quick play. That's all my monster lineup, guys. And let's jump into the spells. Double terraforming because we're playing 3 light stage. Someone told me that this is incorrect. I need to play 2 light stage, but to be honest, I can't really tell a difference right now. And it worked out well because throughout the tournament, I didn't really know what I was doing. When I was going second, I opted to side out my Trickstar engine. Although light stage is ridiculous going second. I think it really depends what's your matchup, but I favored the Danko Sekka. I would like trade off the normal summon Candinas for, the Danko, because you can't normal Candina Danko in the same turn. We're not playing the best card, which is chain summoning. Next, we have the orchestrated cards. I played 1 Babel and 1 of the draw card. Babel's really nice. It's a really good card. People don't like Babel, but Babel is somewhat defensive too, guys, because you can always search it for free with Galea, and you can actually do the monster effects in the graveyard during your opponent's turn with Babel. Babel's really good. And then return, it says draw 2 cards. So if you want to get an Orcust monster in the graveyard, that's a really good card. And plus it's free if you bring back an orchestrated monster from the banish zone to the deck. Next we have our Sky Striker engine. It's just a 4-card engine, because we want to get that 1-card Nightmare Mermaid out. This card was really cool because a lot of people, they love to shotgun Ash Blossom, Sky Striker Engage, and Candina. Okay, because they're thinking I'm playing pure like Trickstars or Trickstar Sky Striker, so it worked out. And of course, you need the main deck quick play spell to bust out Azathoth. In the trap lineup, we're playing double Fogblade. Double Fogblade's really nice. I was testing one before this regional, and I just opted to play the second one again because of the grind game. Because if somehow your opponent like out resources you, like let's say if they're playing Sky Striker, they can actually like clear out your field. You need to be able to like, grind back, come back with these cards. Of course, we need that trap monster, and we're playing the 1 copy of Trickstar Reincarnation because we're playing the 1 draw unlock. So Trickstar Reincarnation, it still can be a defensive card because if your opponent goes engage, search something, then you go Reincarnation, or they Kagari add back engage and they're about to draw crazy. You Reincarnation that, and then you have the 1 draw just to get lucky. So the main deck count, we played 46 cards. I have never played a 46 card deck at a regional. I've always done like 41 at the most, but that's what I did. And let's go into the extra deck. We have 1 copy of Kagari. Kagari's nice because we play the Sky Striker, those 4 cards. Nightmare, and Cerberus, and Phoenix. I really think I should have played 2 copies of Mermaid because there's no way I can chain block because I'm not playing Iblis, so this one's always going to get negated. So I think double Mermaid might be the play. But if I do that, I might have to cut the Sky Striker engine, to be honest. So again, guys, I need all the help I can get in the comment section down below because this deck is, it's really weird. The extra deck is a very tight space. Next, we play Galatea. This card is ridiculous. I love this card, and you only need 1 copy. This card's just plus. You can bring back, if you're going first, you can bring back the Orchestrated Nightmare to the deck and search for Babel or the return card. So Galatea is really ridiculous. Summon Sorcerers, it's basically the main thing along with Rusty. Rusty is overpowered. It's really nice that you can't link summon away with it because when they take it, they try to link with it, but they can't. And Triple Burst, the reason why Triple Burst is in here is because of the Sky Striker matchup. So that's why Triple Burst is here, and it's a dark too. And all of these are dark because remember, if you special summon an orchestrated monster from from something or do a certain effect, you're locked down to dark monsters. And Nightmare Unicorn, obviously, it's a dark. And again, just this combo, this deck is just ridiculous, guys. but it's very vulnerable to hand traps. I can't tell you how many times one simple hand trap shut me down. One Ash Blossom on the Mermaid, one Ogre on my Bortle sword. That lost me a game right there because I thought I could just like win, but no, man, he ogred it. And it's ridiculous. I actually was hit by a Lancia, and that just shut me down completely. And I played the one Topologic Bomber Dragon. I think I should cut Bomber. I never summoned it. I really liked it because I can just make it with the Summon Sorceress and any other monster. And it's not really good at the moment, I guess. And of course, Bortle Sword and Bortle Load. I think I can get away with just playing the Bortle Sword, but I don't know, man. I just love Bortle Load because you never know. You could steal their Bortle Load and then steal something else. That's happened to me before, embarrassingly, and yeah, it's not a cool feeling. So I want to do that to someone one day. And yeah, again, guys, you're locked down to darks, and everything's pretty much dark with the exception of some of the lower ranks. My bad, lower link monster nightmare cards. Yeah. So in this in these cards, that's pretty much all my links. And for the XYZs, I played the one Break Sword. I really wish this was a Gossip Shadow because there's going to be some weird games to where, you know, they kind of stop your asset thought. I think I'm going to cut Break Sword for Gossip Shadow, to be honest. And of course, we have Redoer and Azathoth. So I really need a fit Deco Talker. I forgot that this deck played Deco Talker, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to cut this card out for Deco Talker like right off the bat. And then I might try out cutting out Break Sword for Gossip Shadow right off the bat. So yeah, just let me know in the comment section down below of what you think about the extra deck and the main deck. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the side deck now. Alright, for this side deck, it's pretty much cards just thrown together because I kind of made this deck last second. So Triple Red Reboot. Okay, this is for the Altergeist matchup. Honestly, it's pretty much for anything that has to do with traps. You know, True Draco, even Trickstars, because getting Droll reincarnated is really hurtful, guys. And at the same time, Droll just kind of like shuts down the deck as well. So it's going to be really tough. Anyway, Triple Red Reboot. Really good card. And I only played 2 copies of Twin Twister because I just didn't think 3 was needed, to be honest. Droll, I played the other 2 Drolls because going first, I would always throw this in the deck depending what the matchup was. If it was Sky Striker, threw it in the deck. Trickstar, throw in the deck. Anything that has to do with searching, which is almost every deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! So this is for when I'm opted to go first, of course, because we do not want to, you know, run 3 Drolls if you're going second. That's makes no sense. So we have 2 copies of Jizuku for our Kaijus. We did not play any Radiants because I didn't have any Radiants. And the cool thing is, this is a machine, so I can put the Summon Sorcerers in front of it and go off with summoning orchestrated monsters from the deck. So that's the main reason why this card is really cool. Just remember, you have to summon this first before you go off with Orcust effects, or you're not going to be able to summon it because it's a light monster. And I would always side this in going second because, you know, it's ridiculous. It's a kaiju, man. Next we have Denko Seka. And I have all 3 rarities. We have the original, the secret, and the reprint Megaton Ultra. Weird flex. Anyway, well, that's what I had at the time too. So Denko is just ridiculous. Summoning that on Sky Strikers, oh man, it's just a good feeling. I'm like, main phase, is that cool? And they're like, yeah, sure. And boom, summon Denko. You know, Denko just steals games. It's crazy because you just go off, turn off their back row, but you still have to deal with hand traps. There was a game where Denko was able to come out, but I got hand trapped. Next, we have Pinkatrops. I did 3 to finish off with the 15 card side deck. I think I'm going to do 2. 2 is just the right number. Sometimes 3 may not be good, but this is obviously to go second. And plus, it's a body. You know, worst case scenario, you can link it away to make a mermaid or something. So, guys, what do you think about this side deck? Honestly, side deck is the personal preference of the player, but at the same time, this side deck is really random. So, yeah, just comment down below about all the fixes you would do. What do you suggest? I learned the deck as I went because I honestly just play pure Trickstars, so it was fun to have a good time and actually almost top this event. I finished X2 with 2 losses. That's pretty nice, guys. So yeah, what do you think about the deck? Comment down below, let me know. Subscribe if you're new, and smash that bell for future notifications so you can see all the decks that I upload, all the videos. And this is going to be a weekly episode. Okay, guys, so I'm always going to upload a weekly episode if I'm hitting up a locals or whatever of the deck I'm going to use. And huge shout out to Mundo for loaning me the danger cards for this weekend. Thanks, bro. Bortle out.